Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. So, what are we going to do today? So I think we can finish up the Battlepass today. We can get the code pushed up. We can potentially prepare for the equipment system. I might like go mess around with that to maybe get some ideas. But I think before I do that, we'll probably touch a lot of the code to just do some changes that I wanted to do in the next patch that I've been kind of saving up. I wish I would have written them all down. I might have written them all down. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Could be here. Nope. Yeah. So I didn't write them all down. Doesn't look like. So I'll try to remember what they all are. We can look through Discord too, to see what I wrote. But I think I have most of them. I remembered most of them, and we can also check out the pivotal board too to see if I wrote anything down there. I need to get better about that. Thought I double-clicked this, but it didn't come up. I think there's something where like Unreal Engine wants to be connected to the Epic Game Launcher, so like if it's not started or it's like gone cold or something, then it might not show up. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to do was I want to ensure this is on the lowest volume possible. And I wanted to see if there was a way maybe to get some of my CPU power back just to make things go a little bit faster. Is anything else even on my CPU system? That's just like the start of Unreal Engine, I'm sure. Yeah. Feedback hub background task. What the hell? Let's turn off feedback hub Windows 10. Quiet us how do you have like 10% randomly. Windows key I to open up settings. Open privacy. Select feedback at the top of the page. Feedback option. I'm blind or top page you see window. Open privacy and select feedback and diagnostics. I don't see feedback and diagnostics. Oh, here we go. Diagnostics and feedback. I didn't see. Don't ever. Okay, that should help. That was like 10% all of a sudden randomly. I'm gonna watch to see if there's anything real quick. I'm just not thinking about. Need Steam up. That's not gonna hurt anything. All this other stuff is pretty needed. So if you didn't know, you can like do this update speed, so you can like set it to low, like when you're doing stuff like this. High is like really good if you like think you have like maybe malware or something that's like temporarily taken over, you know. You'll be more likely to like see it spike. But to be honest, at that point, you have this thing called the resource monitor that does like a much better job. So yeah, it's just gonna index because it has open time. Cortana, yeah, you're not gonna get rid of that yet. They're gonna eventually. I heard that Windows is gonna get rid of it, so I'm not gonna bother with optimizing for that. That's not that much. Okay, I think the feedback hub is a good boost, but we'll see. I also think I have like some kind of special CPU, if I remember right, that tries to like go into a low power mode. So it could just be like I just need to let it get going, realize that it needs to stay in high power mode, and then you know. Oh, oops. Thanks for that, Stoopy. That was. Let me fix that. I wonder where that's at. It's probably on the Restream IO page. I might have to stop the stream and start again. Is it update titles? Valgrave development? No. Social alerts? I'd say I could have swore. Yep, that's fine too. Where do you? Well, let me read Steffi's message again. Maybe it's on Twitch then. You messaged me from Twitch. Maybe it's like on my Twitch page. I've been using Restream, so I haven't actually looked at my Twitch page directly in a while here. Let's see what happens here. Valgrave development, that's fine. Oh, right here. Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about. Is there another place too, Stoopy, if you're still around? Edit panels? There we go. This is so old. Let's say you can play it for free on Steam now. And then we don't have playtests anymore. Discord I can just link. I wish there was like a way when you did invites in Discord to like leave a note on it. So .gg/4 will launch people to the channel. And I mean, to be honest, I can just make it and I'll just kind of know. Probably send them to here. Invites. Create a new one. Edit invite link maybe. Don't ever expire. It can be no limit of uses. No, we don't want that. Oh, it's because I'm in this like private mode. I need to like go out of private mode if I want to actually give it to people. We'll do that. I wonder how you like re-enable it. I just won't look at it. I don't have the stuff popping up because I didn't know that they had this thing, so I wouldn't change all my settings and I did it. Oh wait, did the invite I made not? What? I wonder where I created that one. Doesn't matter. We'll create a new one. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, nope. Okay. Edit invite link. Never. No limit. Generate new link. There we go. Copy that link. Oh wait. Oh my gosh, it's not gonna let me create a new link. That's clever. Oh, so I'd have to like launch people to different channels if I. Because the big thing that I'd like to see, right, is like how many people go to this link. So I can use my Bitly account for that. So this is real good, like referral stats. So you can like see like how many people clicked on a link. Like I created this guide for this game that I play, this idle game that I play, and you can see that I got like 300 people to go to it. And You can see like here I posted it a few times. I probably posted it that day again, and then this is probably just people from my guild because I think that's the only place there's like an easy way to find it. But like, let's say I wanted to create a new link. You just go up here and you're like create link, and you can like do it, and you can be like Twitch, Discord, Twitch. Maybe we say Valgrave, Discord, TTV. Is that too long? I wonder. Oh, I need to paste the long URL there. So this is https://discord.gg/ that thing that we saw in Discord here. This one. And then we like create. This is a valid URL. Come on. Paste the long URL. Okay. Don't hit that X, so that would suck. This is the link that's in the game. What? Is that not a valid link? /discord.gg/this. Okay, definitely a valid link. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Valgrave, Discord, TTV, Twitch TV. Sean's Twitch, Discord link. I think we can. I wonder if I just say like Discord here. Boom. I've never used tags before. That might be a new feature since the last time I've come on. And then, cool. Now I have this link, right? And I can use that link in my thing. Oh gosh, did I not copy this link? Where's my easy copy button? Oh, right there. And then, cool. So Discord is here. And Twitter, you can do this Twitter. I mean, does somebody have like a Twitter timeline? Is it just like a general? Like, I won't look for it now and waste everyone's time watching me set up my page, but https://twitter.com/srbluefire, probably is my Twitter handle. I think that's my Twitter handle, yep. I couldn't remember if I moved it over when we made the I didn't care Twitter account. Yeah, Stupid. A lot of them we've added in bots, but there are still like a number of people playing. If you just search for Valgrave Steam charts, you can kind of see like when people are on. This is kind of like we start to go in off peak from like 2 to 4. So you'll probably have like a few human players in your game. But if you like play during peak hours, you can get like 10 to 12 human players. And we're working on some features that we think are gonna like make it more sticky because we still have like 500 people playing the game. Like I'd pull up the metrics if it wasn't under NDA with Steam. I'm not supposed to show you guys like all the back end stuff. So maybe I'll take a print screen next time to kind of show you to just reference everybody. But yeah, we still have like about like 300 to 500 unique players every day. Like 150 of them are new. It's just that people churn because I think there's no progression. So it's like after you play and you kind of get a feel for the game and you've done everything, like what is there to do after that? Like I think people have a lot of fun playing the game, but I think they also need that feeling of progression, which is why we're focusing on the battle pass. And even when I've surveyed people, I'm like, hey, you left a positive review, but you only played for like an hour, and you said it was like one of the most fun games you played. Like why didn't you come back, or why didn't you play more? And a lot of people say that. They're like, oh, well, like my friends are on Fortnite, and like I can earn skins, and I want to get the battle pass done on Fortnite, or something like that, or like I want to go play WoW and level up, or things like. The answers were a lot more like that. They weren't like I'm having more fun in this other game. They're always like, I feel like I'm accomplishing something. And so that's one of the reasons we're kind of focusing on that part of it. Do I need to hit save here? To just hit unedit panels? Will it fix? Okay. Let's see here. That's, I mean, I'll say that. Now it's not so recent that I quit my game, I quit my job. Yeah. I guess I could say is instead will be. It sells cosmetics with a no pay to, I guess it's B2W. We're on Twitch after all. Anybody that's here will know what that is. That's still pretty true. So we'll submit that. This is saved. Now I can stop editing. Okay, back to actual development. So where we're at right now, I worked a little bit since last night. I had some time between my chores to get some more stuff done. So we've got like these two now. I need to make sure this got anchored properly in the bottom right. And I think I got them to the same height before I left. Yeah, I did. So you can see here their position Y. This will make sure they're like completely straight. I'll just kind of eyeball like if they're correct there. And that feels pretty good. Now I just need to take these out because I'm going to generate them. And I need to take this and I'm going to rename this to next milestone box here. Boom. Now I just need to go in here. We're doing the same thing we did last night. I'm really confident that this looks a lot better and is a lot smarter, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete my old code. We figured out what the problem was here. So I'm not concerned about these print screens. So it's the anchor. Bring that down. And to be honest, we just kind of basically do a lot of the same thing again. I could probably make this a function maybe, but I don't think I need to. It's not like I'm going to reuse it multiple times. Like, it makes it better for readability, but it's not getting too crazy. I do want to just get better about doing things very functional wise, because if we ever wanted to come back in and optimize this stuff, it might be easier. But I think there's also a benefit to this too, because if you do any massive reworks, like having it not be inside of a blueprint that's also inside of a function, like just makes it easier. You like come here, you compile, right? And if there's any problems, you just see them all here, so you kind of know how much work you're getting into. You'll see them down here too, but I think this gives it into a little bit more visual. So really, what I want to do here is have a function that's like get next milestone level, right? So I can just take this level and pop it in here. Like I'm going to calculate the level, and then I just get this level data, right? Boom. And all this other stuff just works. Yeah, this should be the mixed milestone box though. That's the one thing I hate about this like electrical node thing. It's like, and it happens in the non-electrical node too. So it's not just his thing, like where you zoom in sometimes and you're like here and you're like, oh no, it's not aligned, and then you zoom out a little bit and you see it's pretty much aligned. Now we're just gonna clean up the graphs a bit here. We're gonna do that. That looks a little bit cleaner. Just line the graphs up there. I mean, we can do this, right? This kind of like reads a little bit easier. Sweet. And this can move this direction because it's directly tied to this. Like these go together more than like these go together. So we'll do that, and then we'll like like stretch this out a little bit, pull this guy over, grab. I think there's like a way where like somehow I can like when I hit Q to do this, but like I don't know. Sometimes it's just easier to do that. And then we're gonna kind of do the same thing over here, like pull that over, pull that over, pull this over. You can just do this. I don't really like how that does the crossing of the streams there, but that is what it is. And then this can just kind of go over here because this is related to this. We can bring these over. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. We add one and then we get the level data for the next level. Boom. And then we could say like generate milestone item. Bring it so it's not over roaming. Then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna say generate next level item. And then we'll just bring everything over. And you can double click any of these lines to just like bring this down. It'll just look a little bit better. And I'm okay with the rest of that. So well, if this all works out, oh, the crappy part is I'm at level 9, so it's gonna show the same in both boxes. So we can just bring my level down too to fix that. So okay, so there's a lot of things that I forgot to wipe that thing in the background, and this one's not showing. Like, maybe I didn't do the anchor right, but I thought I selected it and did the anchor. So I'm gonna have to double check that to make sure I didn't do anything weird. I can also check the next milestone level, because I might be still pointing at the... Yeah, there's a lot... Oh, I mean, that's okay. Okay, I'll look into that. So we want to bring it down, so we'll do like 8. Let's see what it looks like when it's like we're 1 EXP away. From level 9 here, just to make sure it looks cool. So that's definitely true. So it's gonna get over here. It's gonna add the battle pass item. So I think that this is where it's gonna mess up, if it's gonna mess up anywhere. Just because this is using this still, and I need to go over and use the data table. And I didn't wipe this or anything yet. It still exists, so I'm curious why I didn't come up with 15, right? And show this as like the next milestone. So a lot of this code will like continue to be somewhat relevant. So we're gonna get like current battle pass table right here, and then get row, and this is going to get last. We want to get the last battle pass level here. and we want to make sure that that level, this is in fact less than, it is in fact less than the last Battle Pass level, because otherwise there's no hope in finding a milestone, right? And then if that's true, we can branch and we can return the next milestone. I think I don't have this as, I don't know, I think this will turn 0 no matter what because it's an integer, and I don't think it can be null in the system, so I need to like create a little tooltip here to say that like 0 indicates there is not another milestone. Actually, I don't want to put it there. I want to put it in the function itself. How do I do that? Class defaults. No. Okay, so next milestone level. Oh, I already have it. Return 0 if no milestone is found. That's great. So it'll do that, and then otherwise it will we'll do a for each loop. Actually a for loop, sorry. Oh. For loop. There we go. Actually, we could probably do a for loop with a break. Let me think about it. Just to like make it a little bit easier, right? So the first index is definitely going to be level, right? The level I got sent in. Oops. Get level. What? Get level. There we go. And we're gonna get this one too, right? And these are gonna be our indexes regardless. This can get wiped. Don't need this. This loop is gonna get replaced. This is gonna be how we get stuff. And then we are going to break this. And we are going to branch off this. Huh. My cat's jumping on the dryer or something. Let me double check on that. Because it's also near the back door. He tries to get behind the dryer and the washer. I don't know why. I guess because he just feels safe, maybe, or because it's really dark. But it's like the only area he can be near me that's also dark. I don't know. We can set the next milestone. Set next milestone, right? Right, and then actually we can break, right? Yes, I think we can. I think for loop break is like definitely the better way to think about this, right? Because we know now that like that's the next milestone. Before we like weren't guaranteed that like we'd go in order because somebody could like mess the list up, and I just wanted to like account for that. So right. Like I kind of wonder right here if this isn't true, like what happens like if your first and your last index does it just instantly complete and not run once? Does it always run at least once? Does it run infinitely because it just keeps adding one to this index until like it gets to this index? Like, very curious, but I'm not gonna bother right now. So we can actually get rid of all this like logic now that I had before for the other method, right? We just need to convert this into a string, because you can't go from a string. It won't natively go to a string to a name, but you can do this. Boom. And then this will break us, right? And how do I want that to look? I think I want it to come up and above, right? Something like this. That looks kind of cool. Let's bring it down. And then when it completes, just return. And so what's going to happen, passes the level in, double checks that you're not past the last level. If that is true, then like start iterating through the data table, basically, passing this index, getting the data table row. If it's a milestone, like boom. If that's true, that it is a milestone, then this level is obviously the next milestone. I can break and return. So this will actually be a little bit faster than the other method. Though I don't know if accessing a table is like super fast, but I mean, it's like, this isn't like a computationally hard thing either, so not too worried about performance on it. Cool. And I think with that, if we go back to the event graph now, and we were to like look at the variables, and ask to like find references to this. Yeah, there's no references, so I think I can just wipe this now. I gotta make sure I didn't like access it somewhere else. So sometimes it will do this and not show something. I always hit enter one more time. I don't know why, but it doesn't always find it, so. Boom. So we can wipe this. I don't think I'm going to use this anywhere anymore. Let's double check. If anything, I would like create like a default level structure, but I don't need to use it anywhere right now. The only thing I can think of is I'd say like 51 plus, you just continue to get coins like infinitely or something. Or maybe I'd call it like pass max level structure or something. But right now I don't even think I have it creating past the max level. And I'm going to set it up so like it takes a while to get past the max level too, so I'll think about exactly how we might want to do that in the future. So yeah, so we can delete this too, just so people don't start using it thinking they're getting what they're getting, like just getting it wrong. So overall, that is solid. Testing. Let's go back here and just see. So this would come over here and look for 0, and it would fail anyway. So I would break off the success there, so I can actually avoid having to like even check if this gave me a 0 result, because it will fail and I will fail out. So I think that this is okay. Let's do a little run. A little test run. I don't see anything immediately that jumps out that like made it wrong. Like I would have expected the bad image to still be there. Oh, well, yeah, because when the thing goes, like I wouldn't have this, right? Because I didn't have a 10, it was going to 15. There's no 15 in the data table, so it wasn't showing anything. Yeah, the 99 looks pretty cool too. And I just need to wipe that thing off the back before I forget. I don't know if I want to go in and do that yet or not. I might as well. Someone's gonna look at it and be like, why does it go all the way to the top? And I'm gonna be like, because I was lazy. And it's not a good answer. Not an answer I would be very happy with if somebody gave me. So we're gonna fix that. So we're gonna go here, and we're basically just like, we want some padding, right, on the top. The bottom padding looks fine. The side padding looks fine. We already have some padding, so I'm kind of curious like how that's happening. Like there's padding on the sides and stuff. So I don't know how the padding on the sides is working. But we don't really need that much padding, so I think we can say like give yourself like 5 to the top, right? And it's gonna basically be imperceptible here, but it should be perceptible when I actually like blow up to 4K. So let's see here if that does what we thought it does. If it doesn't do it, I'm gonna set it to some absurd value just to make sure that it's just that 5's not enough or something. But yeah, this part right here is like significantly slower than so it kind of looks inset there. There's definitely still more padding on the side. I might have only got like halfway to where I needed, but it could also be that I was like partially there. So let's try like maybe like a value like 10 or so. Oh yeah, and wipe that too. So Battlepass, designer. I keep saying wipe this and then I don't do it. Let's double check that these are the things I am in fact wiping. Boom, boom. Okay, that'll get rid of the overlap thing. And then I'll save. Go here. This item needs to like maybe take like a 10 padding here. See, I don't think it's actually doing anything. It's still like so close all the way up to the top there that I just don't think that the padding is like, I'm either like, because I wonder if it has something to do with like how it's, like if I said something ridiculous here, right? Like this doesn't change. This isn't the padding I want to change. Put this back to 0. Like what if I set this padding to like something ridiculous, right? Does it give me what I want? Okay, that kind of gives me what I want. So let's try just like maybe doing a small padding, something that's like not super noticeable. Yeah, you can see here, boom, push it down a little bit, right? Which is exactly what I want. That might be even too much, right? Because now I think I might be like overreaching. So maybe my initial guess of 5 was like closer. That's pretty dang close. So I think it just has to do with how this border is drawn. It's like not perfect. It doesn't perfectly like scale rectangularly, which is fine. I think that's gonna get us what we want. Close some stuff down. I don't need to be watching myself stream. Has anybody clicked on the link yet? No one's clicked on the link yet. Oh wait, no, somebody did click on the link. Oh wait, what? Oh, I see. Oh, this is like how often I create a link. That's kind of neat. Cool. Looks pretty healthy to me. Now, oh, yeah. There's like a healthy border there. I won't push all the way up. Like, it's pretty dang close. I can't really tell. Like, we're always gonna have some oddities that like this image isn't just like a high enough resolution. So it won't fit well here. But you can see like how sharp they are when they're just smaller, but they're just not meant to be blown up this much just because we want to keep these textures because there might be like 100 of these on your screen at a time, right? So we try to keep those textures as small as possible while still looking good in the game. But when we make the items that you earn, like we'll just have to remember to make it a lot higher. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to make this border, I want to make it gold, right? Which I'm pretty sure all I need to do is like change the brush color. Yeah, and I can make it gold. So first off, just double check, yeah, these values are what I expect, and then I just need to like go find one that I think looks cool. Like that's pretty cool to me. Like it looks golden, it looks different from the gray. So I don't actually know how this actually works when I go to put it in the graph. So right. So now I can get milestone, right? And branch. And I want to get the stone border here. And I want to do something with its brush color. Right. I just paste this here. And if it is a milestone, it should now be gold. And let's see. This should automatically work on both the image in the bottom and when I hit the show all button. So this is where like taking some time to think about how you're doing things can speed it up and make adding features like so much faster. Right? Boom, gold. Boom, milestone's here. Automatically show us gold too. Perfect. Is it just me or do like the milestones like look a little bit different as items? Yeah, it's just me. So now they pop out, and you can see like at a glance like which rewards you might want to care about a little bit more, you know. And we could always do more with that later. We could do like we could change milestone. We could create something called quality or something like an enum, and then make the color based on that. But we'll leave that for people in the future. The big thing is like not overcomplicating the system at the beginning, because in my opinion, you want to see what your users and players think, and invest where they're getting like the most happiness out. So, and like maybe a user will come and be like, hey, you should do like quality of the drops or something, right? And here's like a color palette that I think would be good. And then you're like, yeah, that's awesome. And that's like one less thing that you had to think about. You get to like take user feedback, which like further engages the community, and like you start to make this game that is not just about like what you want or what you like, right? But also like what players like. So you need to have some opinions on something so the game doesn't turn into like a meshy blob. right? But I think in general, most of the time people fall far too on that side and should take into account more what their players are saying, even in simple ways, right? Because then when you do make those decisions where it has to be opinionated and it rubs people the wrong way, they're like, well, it's not that they don't ever listen. Like clearly they're listening because you see them listening in these other ways, right? But that kind of helps soften the blow too when you're like, I'm not gonna do that. So I think that kind of covers everything. Was there anything else that I left on the battle pass? Like make 50 levels. I could do that now just so it's like ready to easily drop things in. Because when I go to work with the other people like Julian or Vetril, then like I don't want to be sitting here like doing this while they're here. So let's do this now. Oh my gosh, it does this thing. I really hate how that looks. Maybe I should like put display texture, the textures as like the last thing. Just because like I just hate how it like automatically like spreads it out so much and like just how these file paths look. Like I wonder if there's a way when I do the texture to like make this right here display just this, right? Because I don't need to know this whole thing because I only really care like I just like come here, right, and like navigate to it. Oh, I can't even navigate to it here. You gotta be kidding me. Can I like navigate here? I can copy and paste the link. But okay. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to do this. And this will just help me when I go back to easily know what level I'm on without having to like ensure that I went one by one. Oh, Control W. Boop, 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 boop. Way faster. Good UI, man. Good UI from them. So then I just have to come here and then 12, 12, 12. Oh, see, it saves me too from making stupid mistakes. 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, and this will be a milestone, so like, what's a fun ability? Poison Spit, why not? You can see the different versions of Poison Spit. Boom. 16. Oh. 16. 17. 17. Like, I wonder if there's a way to just, like, make sure, like, make the row name part of the struct, too. And then, like, I mean, it's kind of nice to let people know that they're integers and, like, have a true typed variable to hand them. So they don't have to do any, like, how do I change a name into an integer and things like that, right? Also, just, like, can prevent mess-ups. Because, like, if anybody, like, wrote something wrong here, it wouldn't just, like, blow up. I do appreciate that I made him the first one too, so I can see another cool ability. What's my favorite ability? What is my favorite ability in the game right now? I don't know, maybe Ground Slam. I think just the various ways you can use it, it's pretty interesting. It's a milestone. I didn't check this as a milestone. This will just make it easier when we go to do things. What's your favorite ability, Stoopy? I'll make it a temporary milestone. For now, let's do Fire Rain's kind of got a cool texture to it. 30, 30. This will be a milestone. And what's another cool one? Super jump. Pretty distinct icon. 31, milestone. Oh, nope, not a milestone. So easy to make a mistake. You just like start thinking about the next one before you're done, and then you type in something wrong, and then it doesn't work right. Healing aura. Another pretty unique texture. 36, 36, 0. Oh gosh, not 0. It's not a milestone. I'm trying to do this a little bit slower, double checking my work, just because I know this is a weakness of mine, is like this it's kind of like very menial work, I guess. This like high detail work, I guess. I'm very not a detail oriented person. That's even worse. Let's just keep the ability theme up. Did anybody say what their favorite ability was in chat? No. Okay, temporary laser beam, very cool ability. And I also want to buff it a little bit for the next patch. 41, 41, 0. Nope, that's 100 actually. I probably could have imported this as a JSON, but I don't have to go set the images. Oh well. Could have exported it as a JSON, then re-imported it. Super jump. Oh no, we already did super jump. We'll get back. The last one will give a super special. Okay, data table is filled out. Next thing, make it so when you win, you get experience points. So right now, that might be in the game instance, just on the server side of things. I don't remember. There's the server Steam inventory. Let's check coins. Just see if there's any coin. Coin. Okay, whatever. Not there. Do I do it on the Steam stats, maybe? Or, nope. Maybe I do it on the Steam inventory. That's true. I also probably don't want to look at how I do coins. I want to look how I do it's stats, so it's much better to see like how I do wins and kills. Um, let's do let's look for wins because I also need to remember where I put the code. There's one other thing that I wanted to do too. Uh, hmm. I am blind. Okay, I do remember it had like there was like a function called like increment stat. Increment player stat. Here we go. We do it in the player state on the server side, maybe. Yep, we do. This is gonna probably be like a little bit more than into it than I needed to get, but whatever. um, oh, I already started it, looks like. Interesting. Did I do this already? I did not yet. So the best one to probably look at is kills, because that's gonna be like closest to oh gosh. Here you can see us like the starting work of like doing some skill-based matchmaking where we're like trying to figure out how many kills per game people have. But The pool's not big enough to really do anything about that, so. Oh, but this will tell me where the game's one thing is, and I can fix that part. Where? Oh, wow. Do some weird things. So I think this is where I do it then. Yep. It is in the session manager. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to promote this to a variable. And I'm going to say games 1 maybe wins required. So I want to name it in such a way that it makes sense what the variable is, and it's clear to everybody, like if they change it, what's going to happen. So really, I want to say like, it's almost like wins required to exit bot matches or something like that, right? Or I could call it like the bot only threshold wins for exiting the bot queue or something, maybe. That would be like a good way to word this, that like anybody would understand what the variable meant. I'll say for human matchmaking. There we go. Wait, we'll compile and save this, right? And this will say like 3 now, because it'll keep the value. But I want to turn this down to 1. Like, I don't like it because the variable name's like so long that it like looks ugly, but if you have below this value, you will be sent to the bot only queue. So this should help like people win like their first or second game. So I did that, but where do we actually edit the kills stat? Like I just expected to like, you know, when I search this, like does he just like add it as like a like every time you get a kill, does he like have this thing called Steam or something? Let's see where he calls add to player stat. That makes sense. Really? Short final stats, game played, event games, store player stats, grant coins, server store stats, okay, get game server stats, and store them, okay, oh gosh, this is going to be in C++, what library is this? Oh, this is my U works, yep. Maybe if I look for assists, it'll be easier. Genesis is a weird thing. This might also be like what's causing some of the weird stuff with the bots. Oh, here we go. Record assist. This is probably what I need to probably look for, like record kill. What do we got over here for functions? Wait, what else? How is there? Oh, he's got this in C++, I bet. Yep. So he calls add to player tab. Add to player stat. Okay. So I just want to add to player stat at the end of the game, maybe. Player stat. I gotta call this event, right, with my Battlepass experience or whatever. Battlepass experience. Oops, cannot make a typo. Experience S0. Right. And then I need to create the state value. Right, so we're going to create a function here, and we're going to drop it in, and let's just create a function now. This is going to get complicated. Function. What did he call them? I want to keep this increment player stat. I'll just say maybe like calculate. Actually, we'll say add Battlepass experience. Right. It doesn't need any set values. I can get everything how I want it. File save. And let's put this in there too. So we're just going to get this function. Right, and we're going to cut that, paste it in here. Right, and our value's going to have to like get calculated here. So I want to like get wins, get games, one, get. I need to figure out where this is like. Wait, why can't I go to this event anymore? Wasn't I just looking at this where it was like doing all this like stuff to figure out like what the type was and stuff? Oh, here you go. So we're at this player stat. So it's gonna do this, right? And it's gonna set the user stat from integer. That's real interesting. So he just like, he just adds them up as they happen. Yeah, this thing calls Steam so much. Every time you get a kill. Does he do this all when he does damage too? Every time you deal damage, does it call Steam? That would be insane. Surely not. Surely he thought about this. How does he do it though? So he just calls add to player stat, right? Which is like, I think it's inside blueprints. I don't think this is gonna work. Right? This is not gonna work because it's inside blueprints. This is yeah, gas player state. I think he overrides it. Which is in here. Add to player stat, right? This is server add to player stat, 1 second. Where is this code implemented? Add to player stat. Where the heck is this implement at? What am I missing? Oh, it's right here. You're just clicking this just doesn't take me here, but it's right above it. That's real strange. So that runs this, which is this code, yeah, which is like Okay. So you must call. Okay, so yeah, so he's right. This is the way to do it. This will like implement it on Steam's memory, and then he just stores the final one. This isn't like when I'm talking about the UI. How does the UI know how many kills you've got this match? Let's check UI. What do we call it? I think we call it main UI. Yep. How does he do the actual kill value here? Kill count text. Okay, cool. Kill count. Kill count text. Okay, cool. Your state just gets the kills. And it's replicated, so okay, so he's storing this all. I think I can get this information. I just have to believe in the heart of the C++ cards. Right, so I can say get kills, right? Boom, I got your kills. Get game 1. Can I get that? Nope. What else did I want to do? I had a little thing in here. I wanted to give you some for kills. Oh yeah, I wanted to get your level too. Oh yeah, time elapsed. I was thinking I could give you some, and then I just wanted to give you. Okay, so get level. His level just. Oh man, I wonder if your experience system component still exists after you die, because we destroy your actor, and that holds your experience system component. Okay, so I can't do that anymore. Maybe I'll do damage dealt. We'll get you some more points, because it's basically the same thing. You just won't get, just smashing orbs won't give you. I'll just get the game state and check that it's valid and get the elapsed time. Oh, I have seconds, so that's nice. Okay. So we can just, no, I am thinking now, not the game state. Double check that it's valid. I mean, if it's not valid, some weird shit's going on. And if that's true, get elapsed time. Whoa, he didn't need to cast to a game state for some reason. Oh, there it is. Huh. I'm just surprised. That it's not here. Why do I have to cast? Isn't this a game state? Game state base object. And what is this? Game state object. Huh. Well, more you know. This probably explains some things that I weren't. Do I not spell? Oh, he left. Cool. So if that's valid and that cast works, then I can get the elapsed time. So I can get your kills, I can get your damage dealt, and get how long the game lasted before you died. So I can't really get that. Oh, these are all like at 10x values. Because I was sitting here thinking, you know, like, a lot of people can get like 9 kills in a match, and then they can get like 15 levels, 60, 80, like 90, you earn like 90, and then you could like, it'd take you like that long. And that's how much you had to play if you wanted to like completely max it. So I can either go change a lot of my code out of 0. I can like shave points off. So you have to like earn a full basically 10. So like you get a point every other kill. You only get a point if you reach level 10. That's not too bad though, because it does stop people from like just leaving. I kind of want to reduce this value because I just don't want it to be like the fastest way to earn BP is just like play it, like start a game and then. So I think I should up this value and like lower this value. Like, oh gosh, but if I'm gonna lower it by 10, I'd still be giving you. I'd have to give you 1, right? I mean, I guess I could give you less than 1 point, right, for each game. Then if you quit, right, you wouldn't earn anything, which would be nice. Because I want you, basically, I want to well, I'm probably also not going to have 100 levels either. So I'm probably going to have 50 total levels, right? And 100 BP is this, right? So now I'm talking about 5,000 BP, right? And if you need to earn 5,000 BP, and I'm going to give people about 4 months. That seems to be like what people expect. So you need to be able to earn 41 points per day to like keep that rate, and I want you to play about 8 games, so I want you to earn like 5 or 6 points a day. I mean, I want you to play 5 or 6 games a day at that point. Well, maybe I do want you to play 8 games a day. Well, if you played 6 games a day, that's like an hour. It does make it feel like a lot more achievable, but some people play like a crap ton. And if you like started to grind, you could like start to end games faster. So 8's probably like appropriate. So if I wanted 8, then like 8 times 5 is, yeah, so if I give you 5 per game, you'd have to play 8 games. 6 BP per game for double check your math on this, Sean, because if you're wrong about this, it's gonna suck, because either people are gonna rush to the battle pass or they're going to. If it takes too long for the battle pass, it's not gonna feel good. And it's not like I can't adjust the values after. I just don't want to have to adjust them to make it harder. I could adjust it to make it lighter a lot easier, and that would be a lot more well received by players than adjusting it to make it harder to get to the max level. So you want to aim difficult first and then pull back as the season progresses if people aren't achieving as well as I thought. Okay, that's like 5,000 XP, right? And I would want to say, how many days is it going to last? So, 120 days. Right? And then, how many games I desire should give me my BP per game. Is anything wrong with your logic? Yeah, so I would divide this number by 8. Get 5.2, so I do want 5 or 6 BP per day, per game. So I know most games last like 10-ish minutes. So if you played a full game, then I can say like that's 1. So I can say like 0.1 BP for each minute or something. Right. If you have your level. So I could say like divide your level by 5, right? So that'd be like 0.2 BP per level. Then if you got level 15, that'd be 3. And then each kill would need like, if you get like in general 10-ish, if you're really tryharding. That would give you 2 BP. So you'd probably like get 2 BP right here. Then you'd probably get like, because you get like 10 kills. Then you'd probably be able to hit level 15 or 20. Let's say 15. So that's like 14 times 0.2. We'll round up. We'll say 16. So that's 3 BP here. And you're going to get 1 BP if you last till the end about from that. And then I just need to like, I don't even have to give you BP for each game. I could be like, if you don't do stuff in the match, you don't get anything, right? If you don't stay around, and if you don't get kills, I mean, this would encourage like AFKing, then you died in the zone. So I could nerf, if I nerf this a little bit. I mean, but you'd only get 1 BP for each AFK. So you'd have to do that 100 times to like get anything meaningful. Like you're only gonna be getting meaningful BP from like this. But you'd have to play a lot to get to past level 1. That was like the benefit of having like 100 levels. Maybe I do just do 100 levels. So then I can like stretch everything out. But the thing is if there's not a lot of milestones, then like there's a milestone every 10 levels instead of every 5 levels. Like that seems so far away from most people, I think. Because, yeah, that's the other thing. It's like you wouldn't gain a level a day almost. You wouldn't be able to play, like, if you played all, like an hour, you wouldn't gain a level. But most people will, like, play longer for, like, rewards too. Like, I don't want you to level up every hour of play. That'd be silly. Like, having you play for a couple hours to gain a level is, I don't think, crazy. Yeah, that's not crazy. Level up every couple hours. You play a game and you're like, oh, I got like 6% EXP. You do have the queue time, so maybe I do want to like maybe ease up a bit because 8 games wouldn't be done in like an hour. So I may want to bring my values up ever so slightly here. Because you have queue time. So the 90 seconds doesn't get counted for your minutes and stuff. The server's up, and so I think time is elapsing, so you get credit for that. You just don't get credit for the queue time, which is like anywhere from 20 to, let's say it averages like 45 seconds or so for most people. So that's only 1 minute. I mean, even with 8 games, it's only like 8 minutes added, so I don't need to bump it up that much. I could like encourage kills here, like this. Then you get 9 kills, and you get 2.7 points for that, right? I can also round up too, to give you a little bit more. So that'd be like 2.7. I'm like, this will probably be like 3.2, because you'll probably get to level 17. And then like this will be like 1.1, right? So then you'll like actually end up with yeah, you'll end up with 6-7 points per game. And how does that change the math? So we have like 5,000. We would divide by 120. And we would divide that by 7. This would tell you like you'd play like 6 games a day. That'd be like about an hour. If you play 6 games, you'd average like 42 EXP in an hour. So you'd have to play more than 2 hours. That's still like not as much as I'd like. Maybe we do this. Right. Let's say you get 10 kills, and you get a lot of levels. Let's say like on average you'll get like 16 points for this. Right, 4.8. And then we'll leave that the same. I don't want to really encourage people to AFK. So now you're gonna get like, and I'll say I'll round up, so this will be 7.8. 8.9, so you'd get 90 XP, right? So if you got 90 XP, you'd only have to play 4.62 games per day for 120 days. People that played like 8 games a day would like only take 2 months to max out, which is like the part that sucks for them. Like maybe I make like some rewards past that are like 51 reward is like super special and much harder to get or something. But I can always add those at the end. Because then like what happens 2 months for people that really grind, right? Play a couple hours a day. This is where I think maybe more levels and like farther separated milestones make sense. Because I want to give people that leveling experience in a couple hours of play. But that means I only get 100 hours out of you in 120 days at max, and I think that's just like, it's not enough for people to feel like really accomplished. So I think I do just double the amount of levels. We do have like 100 levels to the Battle Pass. I mean, the only bad part about that is like the way that we've got this set up, it's just not going to look as good. Maybe we could come up with like all these extra milestones. Create like a ton of items, right? Because that'd be 20 items. Like 1 is going to be Confucius, right? 2 are going to be the base staff items, so that's still 17. Like other rewards, right? Like probably a Confucius Chroma is like the last reward. And then like get 8 different levels of the same sword. I don't know. That seems like a little bit rough. So then you'd have to spread them out. So it'd just be like, that would be a coin, right? So you wouldn't, like the nice thing is like you always get to see like the next milestone. Like with the 5, it's just set up that way. I'd have to come up with 20 milestones. I mean, technically I could just give you a bunch of coins when you hit milestones too. We are gonna like, hopefully when we add the equipment system, add like some coin based equipment too. That's just like less cool than the Battle Pass equipment. So like people might not be that upset about coins. I mean, it would look bland, right? I could maybe get like a sparkly coin one, right? So it's like mega coins at 10, you get mega 1,000 coins. Get like a different background image. And I would front load it too, so like 5 and 10 and 15 would like give you Confucius and then the sword and the staff. So there would be that, and then I could put the boring coin ones at like later on. Like I could put boring coin ones at like the in like the like 80 to 95 range, right? And be like, okay, you've kind of earned all the good equipment. Like I front load all the equipment, right? And then only the Confucius skin at the very end, and like you'll have like a bunch of milestones that are just like less cool. You get coins, right? That lets these like the people at the beginning have like a much more interesting thing, right? I could turn down the number of coins you get. I could set these to 50. Then you'd be able to level like twice as often. You'd be able to level like a little bit more than an hour. It'd take a little bit longer than an hour to level of gameplay time. And I think that would keep people far more engaged. Yeah, I think I've got to. I've got to set this to 100. This scroll is going to be insane though. So, like, if this was 100, like this is 11, and it's just kind of like pretty insane. I probably want to like do some more scroll stuff. Oh, I was going to make that scroll bar bigger here too. Yeah, I've got to. 100 total. You make 10,000 instead. So I basically want to like double all of this. So you would get like 6, and you would get like 9.6 here. You would get like 2.2 here. Okay. So then each game you're averaging like 15, 17, right? Then you're like leveling almost every like 6 games, which is about every hour. More if you can do better. But you're also gonna have to compete with other people, and if we start to get people, that's gonna slow it down, which will be nice. It'll have a nice slowing effect. I think this is gonna be the like way most people are able to level. I should go to a Google Sheet just so I can see, like, I don't have to keep calculating stuff. Just do this. Battlepass calculator. So this would be like the stat. This would be like the experience. The XP earned per, then the expected value. So the stat here would be like kills, and we would say like 0.6, and we expect you to get like 9 kills or so. And we would say like level, we would say 0.6. We'd expect you to kind of like get like, I'd kind of expect people to get 16 here if they were trying. And then minutes. We'll say 0.2, and then this is like almost certainly going to be 11 minutes. We have that down to a T. Right. Game earnings. It's like this times this, right? And then we can just say like sum this. Per game earnings. Then we can say like XP per level is like 100, max levels is like 100. So kind of curious about like how time to level like comes into play, which will always be this value divided by this value multiplied by this value. Say minutes to level. And let's say like, where's my minutes value? This one. So, times this plus like, let's say 2. So it still takes like 75 minutes to level. And then, you know, minutes to max will always be this times the number of levels. Oh, let's see hours then. It's not super helpful. What about 60? Right. That's not too bad. An hour and 15 minutes to get a level in the battle pass is pretty rough, especially if I put, maybe I'll put Confucius at like level 1 or something, or level 2. That way you get something really early. That's cool. You don't have to play like 8 hours to get like something that's finally like to hit a milestone. That also lets me move the equipment up to front load it a little bit better too, because I can move like the equipment to like 5 and 10, or I could even do like 5, 6. Well, I don't want to put milestones next to each other probably. I want to be able to spread them out nicely, so it'd be like 5 and 10. What do we think? What do we think? 125 hours to get all the Battle Pass content. You can always add a level at the end that's like special case. If I want to like have like a really reaching one, like maybe there's another chroma. Oh, I could make the second character and make it like Undine, right? She's like a paid character, and be like, if you play a ridiculous amount, we'll just give you like the new paid character for free. Oh gosh, is that too mean? I would really need to put like a number value, like on the XP bar at that point. I mean, not that many people have played 124 in 5 hours. Like, I've played like a decent amount. Like, how many hours do I have on Steam itself? Like 257, right? And that's been like a year. Like, how much does like Yui-chan have, I wonder, in playtime? Like, he's just sort of playing, like, what's his playtime on Valgrave? Like, only 28, right? Like, he'd have to play like 5 times as much, right? And he's been playing for like a month, I think. So. So I think this is probably enough. I think this is fair. It's like not too much, not too little. Hard choices. Oh look, hi. I can see the other people in the. Maybe if I go here. I think if I pause this, I noticed if I pause this, then I think the page dies. So we'll just let it run in the background. Oh, I wish this pop out. Like it actually worked. I did go to my Steam broadcast page. I'm gonna try the pop out. It just worked this time. Or did it? No, it didn't. Like look at this. What is this supposed to be? What happens if I minimize? Not that useful. I mean, technically I can probably like go to other pages on the store now. Oh, I'm not even getting updates. I can see the guy back there. How do I even close this now? Good job, Steam. I probably can't close Steam either. I wonder if I can like say pop back in. Maybe. Oh yeah, this doesn't work right. Well, feel free to hit me up on the Twitch find your Val. You could look for the Valgrave Mortal Planes. Find me. I can chat with you there, but you're probably like Beastmaster or something. Oh, look at that. That's it down there. Can I? Nope. This is just making it worse. If I pause this. I have no idea what this how this works. Like, look how it gets all messed up. And it doesn't look like anybody can talk to me here because this is like alive. And I can't like navigate away from this page. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got me too. I can't read 100% what you're saying. I'd have to like copy and paste it. Can I do that? Let's see what happens. What does it say? Yeah, welcome to the chat. I don't know who said that. Maybe it's just like a thing that just happens. I don't know. Oh, it's just that's me saying hi back. I'm the broadcaster, not some Beastmaster name. Yeah, you'll have to go to Twitch to chat until Steam figures out how to do chat better. I think. And these things, like, look how crazy this is. I've got 3 windows up showing the same thing, and none of them particularly do it right. Okay, we're just minimizing this now. Yeah, sorry about that. I wish that like the rechat like could pick up Steam too, but they don't have that yet. This is why scaling levels would also be like not a terrible idea. I could like slow how fast you level the more you played, right? Which is like kind of what you want. But I think I can also like front load some content. Yeah. We'll go with this. I can sleep on it too, and I can always come back. Let's just get it working. So this is in seconds, so we just divide this by divide this by 60, and that gets us minutes, right? And then we multiply that by 0.2. Multiply. Right. By 0.2. And yeah. We can add that to the just screwed float. We'll call that experience, right? And add that result. Maybe just say n plus n. There you go. Nope, I don't want n plus n. It's gonna do some weird truncating. Just want to do float plus float. And we're gonna get experience. Is there just like a set add? Maybe increment? Nope. I bet there's a way. I set this to. This is the way, like you would just do it here. But I bet there's like a nice like add to float function. Is there like an increase? there's nothing. This is the best way to do it. So we're going to do 0.6 for that, right? And then level. That's strange. I don't like that. That's not what I expected. Oh, I'm not even context sensitive anymore, so who knows what that level was. Huh? Was I not able to get the level here? Oh, that's right. That's because the level exists as, that's why I was going to do damage dealt for some reason. I thought I had it here. Right, I'm pretty sure that... Like, how does the UI get it, right? Like, I think we call it, like, character UI or something. Character... Health bar... Nope. What do we call that? I know we did some of this in... UI or player UI. Let's check. Okay. Nope. What did we call... the health bar above your head? Oh, this is it right here. It just looks so weird in this mode, apparently. Oh, interesting. What? Oh, this is it. I went right past it. Curious. Yeah, we do. Lame. We get it from the character, so after we destroy the character, it's just no longer available to us. I'd need to like set it in the player state regularly when you earn DXP too. If I wanted to have it available here, I want to do all that work, so we'll do damage dealt instead. But I actually don't know how much damage dealt people do. And I wonder if there's any bugs with damage dealt too. Like where like you can get a crazy amount of damage dealt. I mean, I can clamp this part of the value too, so it doesn't like affect it very much. Maybe I should just do the level to work to get the level in here, so I can save to your player state. That means the component has to mess with the player state though, which is like pretty annoying. But it's really the only place you can store something and not have it get completely destroyed. I could just buff up how many kills give you, so getting EXP doesn't make any sense, doesn't matter. Like the only problem that this system has is like if there were a bunch of people on, like earning EXP may get really tough. But like if I just doubled the amount that kills gave you, right, like, or tripled the amount kills gave you. I could also move some of it into here too. Right, so like essentially this goes to 0, right? And we're like 1.8, right? Huh? Maybe we say 1.5. Like this is 1.3. We're gonna get back to a healthy spot. Like AFK is like back to like decent EXP earning, but you're still gonna have to like AFK like 50 games just even hitting the play button. You could like run a bots do it, but like it'd be hard, and like that's a quality problem if like people like playing the game so much that they like start to AFK. Like especially without showing them the exact value. I mean they'll see it, I guess I'll probably show the exact value at the end of the game screen or whatever. Like if you got like 2 EXP, you might not even notice it on the bar, which might like discourage AFK, so maybe not showing the amount of EXP earned is pretty good. And people will ask me what the formula is if they're just like get random amounts. I don't have to answer. I can say like trade secret. They'd find it out. And like kind of the zone kind of stops you from getting too much like this either. Like the zone will kill you in like 4 minutes, right? So you'll just get like 1 point per match. Yeah, I think this is okay. We'll do it this way. 1.5, right? And then we will do this thing again. Sequence is nice because anytime the previous thing like explodes, then it just continues on, so you can do some pretty cool stuff, right? So calculate for this, right? And then we're going to come down here and we're going to calculate for this part. It's going to be the very last thing that we do. So then we're gonna go to get experience. We want to clamp. Nobody should earn more than 100 EXP per match, and nobody should earn less than 0 because I don't want to start taking away the stat. It'll also throw an error anyway because I'm going to set it to increment only. So I wonder if it's increment only and you set it. That's a good question. If it's increment only and you set it to the thing it was before, if it throws an error on the set call, because if it does, then I think the whole call fails. Which is also kind of fine anyway, if the whole call fails. If I fail the call out, like whatever, that's gonna be okay. We're gonna say to int, maybe say ceiling, f seal. The smallest following integer. So this rounds it up. Thank you to align everything. Guard against weird stuff, and then ceiling. Oh, that would have been bad. Boop. And boop. How many kills do you have to get if you were just at 100? So that'd be this times this divided by this. Kills only. Uh-oh. You have to become Satan itself. So one thing is, one thing I noticed, I can change this to Battlepass experience. That way, if anyone's control Fing for it, then they'll find it. That's interesting to note that nobody tells you and can get you into race conditions that you don't expect is like if you run a function and it doesn't have a return, it will run as an event and you'll know because it'll change it over to this little arrow. And events run asynchronously, so it will just like go on to this next node without waiting for this thing to resolve, right? But if you have a return node, even if you don't use it, it'll turn into a function and it'll make it wait. So like it won't go to store player stats, right? So theoretically, there could have been a race condition, right, where like it goes to store player stats here prior to these things finishing, right? So it could be that sometimes gameplay and event games down, and I think like most of the time it doesn't go to run it on another thread. So like most of the time it doesn't matter. But that's why we had some trouble so early on. So if you ever want to be like, do not run this next thing until this thing is finished, like just put a return value on it, and it will have to finish before it goes onto this. But and vice versa, if you want to just create asynchronous stuff, like don't have a return value come out of it. So instead, like do like some kind of call, or maybe they call it event dispatcher. And you can have like a purely event-driven thing. So this will go here. It will find it in the stat to so that should work. And now we should get EXP added to our account when we play a game. So I recently set myself to $8.99, so if I play a game, I think this will connect to my Steam. I think I'll still get credit, so we can kind of go see. What do I need to happen? I just need like a minute to go by. Or I could add a player to the game and kill him. Oh, actually I need the game to end normally too, so I do need to just like add 2 players to the game. I can't remember if it's going to put us on a team or not. I hope not, because I don't remember how you solve it if you're on the same team. We're on the same team. Maybe I just need to make 3 players, because I think I have it set to like only 2 people on a team, so I don't think these people will be on my team. Yes, they're not all on my team, so now I just have to pick this guy. It's so laggy because I'm streaming and running 3 clients. Yes, so whopping 15. Okay, so we win. Boom. That'll be nice. It says defeat. That's not a good sign, but whatever. Oh no. Are any of my people blue fire? Oh, I'm not connected. Dang it. Oof. Oh, why does it do this? don't know why it does this, but the easiest way to get rid of none stuff is just check that it's valid. Just do this. And now I shouldn't have that problem anymore. I shouldn't see that. Okay, how do I actually test this then? Do I actually have to push it up? I really hope I don't have to actually push it up. I mean, I could just like look at the value and I would kind of know that it's doing its thing, and then I'd have to push it up to test it. How can I connect my Steam to this play? I wonder if I run a separate processes. If one, it'll even work. Oh, no, that's probably not gonna work. First, I'm going to save everything, because I think there's a chance that this crashes. I don't know. I don't think I've done this before, so I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, yeah. It's like not working. Go through the process of adding the coins and things. I could just triple check my code to see if I think it's gonna work, and then push a patch. I don't know. Oh look, there comes the server. Wonder if it'll auto-connect. I also just understood, wonder what would happen if it auto-connected. It's going alright, Steppy. I'm just trying to think of a way to test adding the XP via game without having to like go through the whole deploy process, which takes like half an hour. Because if it doesn't work, it's gonna be another half an hour before it gets tested again. But because I can't get my Steam to connect, so it doesn't actually know who to add the XP into. I could like maybe hard code it. No, you can't. I can't. It'd just take too much work to hard code it initially. And I have an opportunity to mess up stuff. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to believe in my code and just launch it and figure it out if it doesn't work. Oh, did I close my content? I did. So now we're just looking at the end game screen. And call it game over. Yep. He tells me, yeah, we don't. How do we even do this? Yeah. Clever. Oh gosh. I just don't tell you how much XP you've earned. I don't actually know if the client has access to all of these values too. I mean, it's replicated. Right. So it would probably be the same in general if I just added it here, the XP, or I could just not add it and just let people wonder. They would just see their bar going up each time. It would also allow me to adjust on the fly a little bit more if things were really messed up. I mean, the kills here is fine. How does it know how many kills you have? to get your player state, yeah. I even got access to the player state as like a fairly safe object. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. So I did something bad over here where like I probably should have broken this up into two functions and I wanted to do the work, which is not that bad. But what I can do here now is I can do this. And then I will say that this is it's kind of the most important one. And we will return experience. Battlepass experience earned. Like this could. This could be wrong. If I did just kills now, I could show it no problem. Then you wouldn't get any. This value could be wrong. But then again, you don't see the full value. So if it's off by 1, like no one's gonna be like, I should have leveled up, but I didn't. So even if it's off a little bit, which it should only be off a little bit, if it is even off at all. So the thing I did bad was this. This function probably should just be calculate Battlepass experience. Right, and then we run this, right? And this lets us now, we can run this function other places safely without like affecting the state. And to be honest, this is now a pure function. I can set this pure, which means that like it doesn't affect the state of anything, which is like probably better because I don't want it to, yeah, I don't want somebody to now be like, oh, I can just like edit some values in here, right? So if I compile this, right, what happens is this becomes like this. It can never not be successful, and now that I've turned it into a pure function like this, I could probably just like get rid of that success, like this. And yeah. Now we can go over here and Battlepass XP text. I could even say like percent, right? Because right now it truly is a percent. do have this like cool like EXP thing here from the Fantasy GUI. That scale box, what is it doing? But I don't think I even want that. I think I just want to take it and I don't think I want that. And I think what I want to do is do this and then just call this XP. And I can wipe that, right? So it looks something like this, and then I can change this to that blue that is in the Battlepass. And I think that'll just like help people. Oh, I guess it's gold. Alright, now I just have this. XP. I'm just gonna call it XP. Whatever. Just gonna get player state here. Say calculate Battlepass experience, and then I want to say format text, right? And we're just gonna say plus XP percentage sign here, like this. And just drop this right here, and then this for all result. I want to get this. Set text. Do this here. Do this here. To be honest, probably want to swap these because I'm not sure what this one does, but we'll keep it at the bottom because it sounds scarier. Start removal timer. Don't know what that is. So we're gonna set this text. These can all be aligned. Let's get them just close to each other. This, and we'll say this is set Battlepass XP text. Okay. Say select in here. Oh, that's right. I need to set my pi back. 3 advanced settings. So now there you go. Got the right amount of EXP. looks okay to me. And things work. So it's probably gonna work. That's a lot more confidence that it'll work when I go push it. It's gonna be a big push. Source tree. So let's see, what did we get? We got the item and the milestone showing correctly. We got the XP getting calculated and being saved by the server at the end of the player session. Yeah. So what else is needed? I could reset it so it can only increment, so I don't accidentally lower someone's level or someone's experience, which could like create weird situations. And then other than that, I think the battle pass is ready. It's just to get the items. Set the battle pass to 100 levels, so the default, like the maximum battle pass level 100. And I think it's pretty golden. So I'll see if I can sync up with Julian tomorrow and get his equipment content in. And if that's in and generally ready, then I could hook it up. Try to get all the items working, get all the items in. Then it would just be UI stuff for the equipment page. We could just cheese something in. And we could be out by the end of the week. I changed the games one. Was there other stuff that I wanted to do? There was some other stuff that I told people I would do that I'll look into. Yeah, so I think I can just shove all this stuff up once I cut the stream off. And did I forget anything that I wanted to do? Nope, I don't think so. So like all that's really left is like somewhere in the character selection. I guess we can kind of look at that so I can sleep on it. Like where do I want to add it at in the character selection, and then grab a little snack, relax with a bit of TV, and go to bed. Get up, catch Julian. Because like maybe I just put something here that's like equipment slot. I kind of want to make these bigger because people just aren't seeing them, and I'm now a better UI whiz, so I think I can like make them bigger, and then just like boost that up here. I wonder if this is a canvas panel because I can just put the canvas here. The other option is just like jam equipment up here, like resize these a bit, jam equipment, and then have equipment, and then just be like weapon slot. Then you could have locked images. We could do this locked image thing. So. Basically done, so then it's just like machine translate the new lore and the battle pass stuff, and then see if anybody wants to give me any additional stuff that's not machine translated, and then maybe hit the Russian person up too and see if they want to get their stuff in. If they're able to do it fast enough, then I'd take their code. Yeah, I think that covers everything. So restaurant, you know it's time to be done, which means you get breakfast. Make sure this is still working. I feel like there was like some kind of setting that people wanted. That was like, oh, I could do that in 2 seconds. I don't remember what it was. Oh well. Thanks for watching the stream. Steppy, I'll see you around. Hope you have a good night. And anybody watching on Steam, thanks too. So I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow, and I can show off the equipment if I'm able to get it in. Probably not, but we'll see. And I can start preparing for it too, in like a lot of different ways. So, hope you all have a great night, and see you later.